Hey everyone, it's Stephanie here. I just got out of the bathtub and it's like I hope everyone's doing okay during all this corona stuff. So it's like, well, let me do a little video for all of you. I stripped my face down. As you can see, I have skin issues. I break out bad, but I have rosacea extremely bad. The lighting's not quite what I want it to be in here. I'm in my bathroom. So hopefully everything's clear enough where you can see. So I'm going to be demonstrating and talking a little bit about makeup and all of that today. So let me start in. I use Dinair airbrush for my foundation when I've switched back to doing it. I've used everything, but it's really helped with my rosacea. The bottles look like this, if you can see it. My Dinair, this is my Dinair airbrush brush, or what we used to call a gun, but now they call it a brush. The compressor is not Dinair. I left that at my shop by accident, but I have another compressor. I don't like this one as well as the Dinair because you have a lot more control. So we're just going to kind of get started with all of this, and hopefully you enjoy all of this and you can really see what the power of makeup does, because none of us bitches are pretty without makeup. So I just put a couple of drops in, and what I really like about this, it's completely sanitary, unlike traditional makeup. I've worked in film for a long time, and we've done this for years. This compressor, I don't have as much control because it only has a couple of settings, so and it's a little noisier than what Dinair is. So it just takes a little bit. And when I get really stressed out, I break out quite a bit. And I only put like a couple of drops in, but this shoots out so fast. And like Dinair, you don't waste as much with this. And for most females, it only take a squirt or two. But because I'm broken out, I use a little more. They do make something called a paramedical. But what I've noticed with their paramedical on me, it kind of breaks up after a while. This is really good for about 17 hours, really, without touching up or anything. And my skin goes back and forth from being oily to being dry. So I'll let you see a little bit of that. And I'm going to do one more pass on it, because as I said, I'm doing little tiny drops in this. Like, it would add up to be about 3 drops altogether with what I'm doing. And I like this. I notice a big difference with my skin when I use this makeup versus the other. And like I said, I break out so bad. And I'm well over 50. There's lots of stuff out there for all of these young people, and they all have beautiful skin, even if they're broken out. So I'm well over 50, and I know there's a lot of girls out there that are over 50 also, and they're in my same situation. Some of them break out, some of them don't. I see like where I'm starting to drop a little, and I want a full facelift and all that. And I just don't naturally have a lot of eyebrow over the years of waxing and everything. So I kind of like that because I can make them as thin or as thick or whatever as I want. So I'm going to mix this in with traditional makeup because I did not bring my colors from my salon, and I've not been going out of the house at all because of this coronavirus. And a lot of artists, they mix the different types of makeup and stuff. So this is what I sell in my store right here. This is by a company called Beauty Creations, and I do like them. So I'm just going to take one of my brushes. So when you do your makeup, I know a lot of you are very concerned about not looking like a drag queen, you know, that RuPaul style makeup versus other makeup. And, you know, you always hear about night and day. There's really not a difference with it. It's just at night, I maybe darken my contour up a little more, or maybe a darker lipstick, but there's really not that much of a difference. Good makeup starts with good skin. And sadly to say, I don't have great skin, so I've had to learn how to camouflage a lot of that. So I'm going to dip into my contour colors, my browns, which let me show you. And as I said, this is nothing's edited here. It's all the real deal. These are like my browns and my bronzes, and that's black, and then that's like a kind of an off-white, like a biscuit color. As a rule, you know, color's back in style, but classic stuff never goes out. So a lot of females especially, they put their main color either on their cheeks or their lips, and you want to concentrate on what you want to bring out. Usually in life it's about the eyes, and in death it's about the mouth. As a rule, I've seen if you wear red lipstick, then you're going to want to downplay your eyes a little bit more and not do so dramatic and everything. You know, everyone's different. There's a million ways to do makeup. Don't allow one person, especially on YouTube, and especially the ones who aren't licensed, because I am, and I've been around a long time, but don't let them tell you this is the only way you can do it, or this. There's 1,000 different ways. And the big thing now, let's concentrate on what's being good about being quarantined and stuff. This is where we can brush up and do makeup skills and all of that. So what I'm doing right now is basically going through everything I have, sewing, you know, bleaching everything down all the time, even more so. So I'm using this time wisely to do stuff and to get my house and everything in order too, and kind of think about my life, where and what I want to go do and where I want to go and all of that. So I miss going to my salon every day and getting to work on people. So I'm trying to reach out to all of you and still stay in contact. So as you can see, I have little bitty eyes. They're deep set. So I like to start like over here, right on my brow bone. You see that? Right in there. I have a natural contour going on in there, so I'm kind of lucky. I like makeup and I like to paint up. I know some of you girls don't, and I do have to get a little bit better lighting in here. I'm sorry about that. Next time I put something up, I'll have better lighting. And this is just a flat brown. And for all of you, I know some of you do makeup a lot. Some of you are really great at it. Some of you aren't. I get a lot of people asking a lot of questions. So this is very basic stuff I'm doing for all of you. And blending, this is a blending brush. Blending is just going back and forth. So I'm kind of like where you want the light to hit you. I'm looking at myself kind of like a painting. So I'm going to want it lighter through here and lighter through here. The thing with the airbrush foundation, it really picks up a lot of stuff. And as you can tell, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep at all. I mean, just like all of you, I'm sure you're all stressed out. So I switched to a different brush. I don't use the same brush for my lighter colors. And then when you take the brush, when you dip it in, you're always going to want to shake it like that to get off the excess. And then I just kind of pat in. If you can see that or not, the way I'm doing that. And the big thing also is, you know, everyone wants to hurry up and do their makeup. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. It's about the finished product. Sometimes I get in a real hurry. Other times I feel really artsy-fartsy and want to really paint up and all of that. But the big thing is just take your time. It doesn't really matter. If you want to learn how to speed up things a little more, it's all about laying everything out, having it all out for you, much like sewing and much like cooking. And then kind of like with my brushes, I put them aside as I use them. Then I go and wash them. My personal brushes, like what I'm using right now, I'll wipe them down with an antibacterial wipe and stuff after I finish using them, and then I put them back away. So it looks so weird with no makeup, and I can just hear y'all out there saying, God, that bitch is freaking ugly with no makeup on. Yeah, I'm also old, so deal with it. And if you live long enough, you'll get old like I am. But I just want to show this. I'm just there's a lot of us out there just without great skin. So the other thing, okay, so I did this, and I'm babbling, I know, a lot. It's neither side's perfect, but it's just to give y'all an idea. And I kind of do it like in a V. I bring it out just a little because I have those real small eyes. You can use also a white pencil on the inside if you want. And I want y'all to know, cameras, television, film, it looks way different in person than it does on film also. A lot of times it looks better in film. I love watching other YouTubers doing their stuff, but a lot of them, you know, they cheat. Let's just call it, and they don't always tell the truth on everything. So, you know, I'm trying to show you the realistic, the nitty-gritty, the easy, the how-to, and someone that's older and no filtering. I don't filter anything ever, but no filtering, none of that, because I know so many of my girlfriends out there, they look at these girls, they're 25, we're 61, or we're 55, or, you know, we can't be that. I don't want to be 25 again, especially the way the world's going on nowadays. Anyway, yes, I'm babbling, and I'm sorry about that. But I like to use, this is from my store too. This is by Italia Deluxe, and it's called Navy. I believe that's a navy. Yeah. It's called Navy Blue. And I have brown eyes, and my eyes can change a little bit from bluish green to brownish, and they're not really a hazel. They look different in person, and like when I impersonate Reba, I put blue contacts in. But this will help bring out your eye color. The whole point of color is to enhance what you have, and where you see your eyes, you see your cheeks, or you see your lips, not to, or you can create it, but makeup's really meant to enhance what you already have. So that's for all of my girls out there that like it natural. So I like to take this, and of course I wipe it down a little. And okay, so you can see that. I start over here, and I kind of do a thicker eyeliner on top, just because that's what I like. And you've seen some where they say, like, stop here because it's going to bring your eye down, blah, blah. There's, like I said, there's a million ways to do this. What I like to do is bring it, because I wear lashes. I love to wear fake lashes, and I bring, like, a line up. And I am extending that out over my eye. And I wipe it down each time. Like, I take one of these and just wipe it so I can get that perfect, where it's just perfect point there. And I'm actually surprised, as old as I am, I don't need glasses to do makeup right now. So see, I just brought it again. And everyone gets, especially my ADD or whatever they call it, the friends that are just like, everything has to be perfect. Nothing's perfect in life, as you can see in the world going on today. Imperfections can actually make you look better. I wear lashes because I have those little tiny eyes. I love wearing lashes. I just love what they do. Different length lashes will do different things for you. Now, let's see if I can find it. I like to use a pencil. I also use powder for my eyebrows. If you're going to do your eyebrows, it should be even with your, let me get a pen, even with your tear duct. Should start here. Then you do a dot right there, then a dot right here, and then a dot like about right there. And then you can just fill it in. But different shaped brows can make your face look different. Like when I impersonate Patsy Cline, love Patsy Cline. As you can see, I like some country music too, but I like all types of music. I share all of that, but I love Reba and Patsy and Dolly, all of that. And when you impersonate different people, you get to see how much they really do look alike, and what makes them different is their styles of makeup, more than anything. Like Patsy, she did these real thick eyebrows, and Dolly kind of has that, but it's lighter. For Rebus, it's more, well, she's changed it over the years. It's almost more like a Marilyn, more of a square type thing. But different eyebrows do different things. Go with what you like. They're saying, oh, thick eyebrows are in. Well, if you do too heavy of an eyebrow, especially being a dresser or trend or whatever you want to call us nowadays, it can look almost more Neanderthal and heavy in the brow. So it really depends on what you like and how thick your brows are to begin with. If you have your own natural brows, which you can see I don't have really anything, and most of it's all gray, and you like thick eyebrows, you still need to clean them up. When you're a guy, never do up above with waxing. Always go underneath and clean it. So if you block them out with Prozac or the purple Elmer's glue, or if you tape them up or do a combination, it will just make it look cleaner and a lot more feminine. So I'm going to show you. I like to go underneath my own natural brow to start with, and then I go down with it, and then I go above my eyebrow, and this is just starting it out, and then I like to fill it in. Now this is thicker than what I usually do them, but I've been getting in a mood to do a little bit thicker. That's just me. So I am going to be putting a wig on later. I love my wigs. So I do the same thing to the other. And I never worry about if they're just absolutely perfect and match up perfectly. I just don't worry about that so much. I do wear bangs and stuff like that. So as you can see, this one's probably a little lower than this one, but I know some of you out there that's going to drive you nuts on stuff like that. But you know what? It's like a good freaking fart. Just let it go. And I'm sure there's going to be some people out there kind of reedy or whatever, but you know what? Get over yourselves, because I'm just showing the basics here, and nothing's perfect in real life. So this pencil, I sell in my store also. I also like to use it to go underneath my eye. So I like to pull down just a little like this. I've got to pull it out a little more. You can do this with powder too. And I'm going to go back with a little bit of eyeshadow powder. You can see. I just do a little line like that. And yes, you can see where I naturally have a little bit of a cross eye, like Barbara Streisand. Reba has that same thing going on in her eye. Sometimes it's really predominant, sometimes it's not. But I'm going to dip in to like a bronzy type brown. There's not so much gold in it. And I'm just smoking my eye a little bit. Like that. And let's see if I have a white pencil. Sometimes I'll pull down on it. And I'm just blending that line out a lot more. You can always take a Q-tip. And I don't know what I did with my Q-tips. They're across the room. But you can take a Q-tip and do the same thing. And I like to pull that up just a little bit. And let's see if I have a white pencil over here. I'll show you what the white pencil does. I brought a bunch of stuff from work, but I didn't bring everything I needed. You can also use an angle brush, which I prefer, to do your liner or to smudge it and stuff like that. I don't think I have any white pencils here because I don't usually use those in the day very much. Oh yeah, I do have a white pencil. And if you do use it in the day, I don't use it heavy like I would to go on stage or at night or anything. Once again, this is by the same company that I sell. I just love these. So I'm going to go on the inside of my eye. Some people like to do it first, but traditionally with makeup, you go from dark to light. With airbrush makeup, you go from light to dark. So you can see where that kind of just opens it up compared to the other eye. You could also put blue on the inside of there and then do a brown or a black, all of that. So this is more a little bit boring makeup and not all bright and vivid, and I'm going to be doing that soon too. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do, if I set them down here, what did I do with them? I'm going to put my lashes on. These are lashes I wear on a regular basis. And yes, sister, for some of you, they're going to be big, but they're really not. These are number 61s. And you can reuse these. I've used these. These are about a month and a half old, and all I do is take the glue off like that. And then sometimes I'll soak it like in vinegar and for just like a couple of minutes, and then let them dry, or I'll take my my blow dryer. What I like to do is take a little bit of glue, just a little bit like that. I like to put it out. I put it on a napkin or a piece of toilet paper or whatever. And I like to do my liner first. I do cut down the small side first. And then I take just a little bit of this glue, about that much, and I use the head of this. Oh, I guess I need to put more out there. Just a little bit, because this glue dries fast. This is Star Glue. This is my favorite glue. And I sell that in the store too. And I put just a little bit on the edge here. Then I literally set that right on top of my my eyeliner. I don't bring my lash all the way over. That's just me. Reason for it, because, well, I have little eyes, but also it always falls down in my eye. You know, I always get, like, because these are human hair, and then it just scratches my eye all day. So you can see what lashes also do for small eyes. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And yeah, I got to get better lighting. So I squirt a little bit out, and just not little. I mean, just a very little bit of this glue, because this I've had this for about 3 months, and I wear lashes every day. And then on my show night, I actually am there. I was picking off the stuff on it. And on my show night, I pull off my daytime lashes, and then I put on actual showgirl lashes and sometimes bottom lashes. And then you can take a Q-tip, the end of your brush. I prefer one that's a little more pointier. And I just kind of tap it in. I don't personally like, it's easier to do it on someone else than it is on myself, but I don't personally like the lash curlers, because I always poke my eye. And then my eyes water, and I was like, oh, I hate this. So you can see where that's going so far. Now we're going to contour my nose. You know, I don't dislike my nose, but I don't absolutely love my nose. If you don't want something to show up, you just don't do anything with it. But I'm old-fashioned. I like a full face on. So I put a little bit of brown. I shook my brush again. Then I'm going to start right here on the bridge. Now, if you have problems doing this, you can get like a piece of cardboard or something that's straight, like this, and hold it up, because you don't want to, depending on, like, if you're impersonating someone, like if they have more of a bubble on their nose, you can bubble it here or go out with it. But really, you want to go just straight down with it. And if you want to make your nose look a little bit shorter, you can contour it with the brown a little bit underneath here. What I do for Reba is I bring it down to about right here, because she actually has a wider nose than I do, but they contour the heck out of it. But then she has these big nostrils like that, so I'll go in and I draw that in. So don't be afraid of makeup. You can change your face any way you want. But once again, this is just something kind of simple. So I do a little bit. I bring it down. I don't know if you can see that. And then I blend it up. don't know if you, and I do it really super light for day. So the big thing what I'm seeing on me, and I see this in video more than you see it in person, but this, because I'm a senior, so all of this is starting to sag, and I'm not against cosmetic surgery. Believe me, if I had a lot of money, I'd probably go and get yanked and pulled and all that. But I just feel like there's more important things in life. And you can do so much with makeup. And as long as you look presentable, there's always going to be someone out there that wants a little something, something from you. So, just enjoy life and don't threat. We all get old. But the key is just keeping yourself up as best as you can. So this brush, this is like a blunt brush. I do like to use this to blend the side a little more. You can use your fingers. I like to wear gloves. Like when I'm working on other people, I put gloves, vinyl gloves or whatever. So, okay, so I contoured my nose a little. Now I'm going to go in and do my cheeks. I have a lot of cheek, and as you can tell, I'm really broken out bad over in here. And compared to this side, and it just comes and goes. A lot of times it's just gone, but then when I get stressed or I eat certain foods, the rosacea comes out worse, and then I was breaking out on top of it because I tried a new makeup that came in and it did not like me. So I was just like, whatever. So now I dipped into my brown, and I'm just going to kind of go underneath my cheekbone. Now keep in mind, Marilyn Monroe had kind of a face like mine, like this, but she shortened it by contouring through here, and then her makeup artist went underneath her cheeks. I have a little bit more cheek than she had, but they went underneath the cheeks, and that pushed the cheeks up and brought them up. The darker you go back here, you don't want this to look overly theatrical, but if you want to really pop them out like a share cheek or whatever, you could go darker back here. Like for Bette Midler and Reba, it's all about the apple. And so if you bring your line down, keep in mind everything starts out as a line. If you bring your line down, it's going to make your face look longer. If you bring it across like this, it's going to make it look fuller. It's always best to follow your own natural line. And also for what I do when I do Bette, just so y'all understand different cheeks and stuff, is I won't do the contour underneath. I do it up a little higher because that also makes my face look a little longer. Because for instance, like Cher doesn't have as long of a forehead as I have, but she has a little bit longer face. So those are just to give you some examples so you can see in your head with these people how you can apply it to yourself. So everything starts out as a line. If you have a problem, once again, you can use like a piece of cardboard or whatever to do that. But I'm going right underneath. I don't know if you can see that line. Going to do the same thing. See, this side's better than this side because I'm all broken out there. So I'm going to blend it, and I'm kind of going down and up. It does make my face look a little whiter, but I'm also going to contour through here just a little bit. And what that does is it dents this in and brings this out a little more. If you don't like you think it's too dark or whatever, keep going. You can always powder it down later on, and that will tone everything down, and also a wig tones everything down. So I'm going to go underneath my jawline, like right underneath here. Even females contour. Be careful. If you put too much brown, it looks like you have a beard. Once again, you can powder down with that. You can reshape your whole face. Like when I go to do Marilyn, I'll take like this much out to do in the same way with Bette, and then I highlight my chin to make my face look a little longer depending on the character. So I hope you're following this. I know I'm rambling a lot, but this was just kind of an impromptu little thing that I'm doing. Now I'm taking my Groovy palette. I love this palette, and it has all the different bright colors in it. And I'm using kind of a pinky, like a light pink. I'll show you. This one right here. And I'm going right above that contour line, more toward the back. And this is just to bring a little more color into my face. There. Now I'm going to go in, and I think the real secret to everything is actually highlighting. This is an HD lock powder. It's a true translucent, but I also like to highlight with it a little bit too. And I take like I dump just a little bit out. That's even a lot, so I don't waste. I dump a little bit out, and then what I'm going to do, because once again, you know, I want this a little bit lighter through here. I just didn't have the airbrush foundation to do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this at all. But just doing a little under my eye. And this is like super, super lightweight. Then I'm going to go down my nose. I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to kind of dust it off. Also, I'm going to go a little more in the corner. See if you can see. I'm just dusting all over. Now I want to do my lips. Let me put some of this away. You noticed earlier I didn't really mascara my eyelashes. If you're going to wear mascara, put that on first before you put your eyelashes. I don't like mascara because it just bothers my eyes. I don't know what's inside the stuff, but it just bothers my eyes. So I don't like to use it too often unless I absolutely have to. So I'm just wiping down brushes and putting things away. And we're going to do, I don't have, or do I? Let's see if I have it. I have a red pencil. So I want to bring a little bit more color to my lips. I like wearing lipsticks. I don't always wear them in the daytime. Sometimes I just put Vaseline or whatever on, but I do like wearing them because it defines. I have a small upper lip and a bigger bottom lip, kind of Liza Minnelli-ish there. And so I like to define my lips. I personally like the way a lot of Latina women look. I just love the way they do their makeup and the way they look. So I go back and forth from lots of different ways. Just play and get it down and have fun with it. And once again, I'm a freaking senior citizen. So I'm having a good time, and I don't Photoshop anything. If I have good lighting, it really looks great. If I don't have great lighting like this, it's like, So, okay. So I take different celebrities that I've liked or impersonated and try to combine everything a little bit together. So I love Marilyn Monroe's lips. I also like Cher's lips. But I have like more of a, you would call it like a V. I call it vampire V lip going up, but I want to change that a little. They're full, but they're not overly full. My bottom lip is the fullest. So I start right over there, just so you can see. And I round this out a little more compared to what my lip is. Now on my bottom lip, I just follow it. Now a good old-fashioned trick that we used to do in film is we would use our pencil, completely fill the lip in, it keeps your lipstick on longer, or we would use eyeshadow, go back over it with the eyeshadow or whatever, and that keeps a long wear. Let's see what lipstick I have. So this is like a pinky color, and I like pinks. And I just put this on, and I blend the line. You can blend the line with a Q-tip or your finger or whatever. And this one, it's pink, but it's not like a nauseous bubblegum pink. And I could have gone with a darker line, and especially on film, it would have really popped it out more. But I didn't. Let's blend that a little more. So you can see a little more. You can see where I overdrew the lip there. Some girls are like, oh, I don't want to see a line. I don't want, but it's like contouring. It's contouring for your lips. So I'm gonna, I don't really like the way it looks different in person than on film. So let's go a little. So I'm gonna do, let me wipe this off because I didn't really like it. This is by Tongue Pop. This is called Slay. I sell this in my store too. You can see here it looks a little more brown on film, but in person it's more of a mauve-y color. So what I like to do, put that on, and then I like to go back with a little bit of gloss. And he does have, Anthony Crawford, who does Tongue Pop, does have his own line of glosses out with this too. And I need to order some. I'll be glad when this viral thing gets over. So you can see that, let's just go back and, you can do a setting powder, all of that with all of this stuff, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to wash my face after this is all over with again, because I brush my wig. This is one of my favorite wigs. I sell in my store too, and sometimes I tie my hair back in it, sometimes I don't. Wigs totally transform me. It's like, okay, she has hair now instead of that mess that I had on. Anyway, just brushing it a little. And I guess not too bad for a senior citizen, huh? I need a grandson out there. Anyway, just getting up close so you can see some of this. And like I said, you saw earlier when I went to put my makeup on how bad my rosacea is through here. This was Dine Air airbrush foundation, and I just did a few squirts over. I put little bitty drops, less than what I usually would do because I'm trying to conserve it because of what's going on. Then I did my eyes, my cheeks. If you like a lot of gloss on your eyes, remember your contour color still needs to be flat if you do any shiny here or there. If you do shiny through here, then this needs to be like a matte, a flat. I'm not a big fan of doing all of the shine and stuff, because to me it looks like you put your face down in bacon grease. A little bit goes a long way. I like my makeup, like this makeup would last for about 15 hours today without needing to touch up. I'd probably need to touch up the gloss, but nothing else. And I've put all of this through it. So one day, when I can afford it, I'm going to go in and get a facelift, and probably a boob job, all of that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to kind of show you something. I hope everyone's doing well, and take this time to learn something new, to study, to play with makeup. There's a million different ways, as I said earlier, to do makeup. Don't go by just one person. There's so many talented people out there, but learn from everyone, even the people who aren't licensed or anything. You can learn some cute tricks and stuff like that from. Proper makeup starts with your foundation, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks. You do your lips last so you don't get them smeared. That's the way professional makeup is. However, some people are different because some people can't see themselves until they get their lips or whatever on. It's really about getting down a routine and having everything laid out. And then once you get that routine down, then you can kind of zip through everything. I hope you have a great day today. Eat healthy, wash your hands, and take a couple of showers a day and get some exercise and just have a good day and look at the positive to everything. And bless all of you. Thank you so much.